Saturday at 2 p.m., Old Colony will try to bounce back from their first loss of the season against a winless Upper Cape Tech team.
Yeah, Old Colony, start off the year, I think 2-0 for the first time since 2000. And then last week they met their match against West Bridgewater, one of the tough teams in
We
the
thought
Mayflower.
that might be the case.
Yeah, we figured that might be. In that game, they really just struggled from the opening drive. They ended up turning over the ball on an interception to start the game, and it just was pretty much downhill from there. Cole Bernier, once again, was the standout on offense. He had a touchdown pass to Ryan Baker. He ended up completing 10 passes for 91 yards, and he led the team's ground attack with 55 yards, which if you read anything from the first two games this season for Old Colony, that isn't a lot.
Right.
I think they had a couple games where, they had two or three players with over 100 rushing yards each, so they were really just, stopped pretty much last week against West Bridgewater. So they'll look to bounce back this week against an Upper Cape team that is winless on the season, 0-3. They've been outscored by a combined 36 points. So they've been kind of in the games, but not, it's not just like, 1 or 2 points that they're losing by. They're actually losing by a decent amount. And last week they lost to Nantucket, and it came in the final seconds. They actually went up 20-17, with a 3-yard touchdown by Dylan Darby. And that was with just a couple minutes left in that game. But then Nantucket ended up scoring, and winning that game in the final seconds. So, they were kind of knocking on the door for their first victory of the season. And Darby led them in that game. He had 23 carries for 113 yards. So he'll probably be the focal point for Old Colony's defense this week going into that matchup. But I think a lot of it, for Old Colony is just getting that offense going and, keep the other team's offense off the field if you can keep moving the ball, which they did the first 2 weeks of the season. So we'll see if they can get back on track on offense.
That is Saturday at 2 o'clock at Upper Cape. And you can follow along with all the action or tweet us if you're at the game at SC_varsity.